As you walk around Undoing Time, you won't see bars or jumpsuits, typical symbols of incarceration. Instead, plants and pizza parlors tell the story.
Mass incarceration is one of the most preeminent issues of our time.
Curatorial fellow Matthew Villar Miranda has been working on this project for 3 years.
It was 3 years of research, studio visits, artist interviews,
culminating in new works from 12 artists whose installations confront mainstream views of incarceration.
I really like to do work about repercussions. I really like to show people the repercussions of things that happen. I think that's the best way for people to understand a problem is if you start from the repercussions.
Guatemalan Juan Brenner often centers his lens on the brutal effects of colonialism and gangs in his homeland. This installation challenged him in a new way.
It's hard to understand incarceration when you don't have someone like really close to you or you have been incarcerated.
His work, entitled Baok, City of Walls, tells the stories of outsiders affected by the carceral system. In this case, a small Mayan farm town.
Just put a huge jail in the middle of the mountains just because there's space there. So it was really important for me to show people that after you make that decision, a lot of people are going to suffer the repercussions of that.
Brenner's work examines both sides of the issue.
People that are really happy with that center being there because they make their money out of that. Lawyers, this guy that sells ice cream, like every time there's a visit, he just goes there, sits there, and he sells all the ice cream he needs in an hour. But also on the other hand, like how people have to abandon their houses because the ecosystem created around the jail is so dangerous, Like when someone goes there, their family, friends, and associates follow.
While Brenner focuses on a single community, multimedia artist Carolina Arinabar Fernandez sets her sights on larger fields.
So the installation title is Múltiples Capas in Spanish, which it translates to multiple layers. So the title comes from the multiple layers of the soil, the multiple layers of the carceral systems.
Arinabar Fernandez says she's interested in the role food and food production play in incarcerating people, be it through farm work or food deserts, places with a lack of access to food. Her installation has 2 parts.
It has materials like soil, adobe, clay, plants, cotton, charcoal.
Those materials are layered in hanging planters, holding cacti, herbs, and seeds, grown by the Bolivian-born artist. Lights sit above them, meant to mimic prison lights used to control and manipulate. The companion piece presents an argument against giant corporations who she says profit from the carceral system. She starts by carving their names into handmade adobe tiles. Some she decorates in gold leaf as a symbol of power. She lays the tiles on the floor and invites the museum goer to step on them.
The floor is something that I want the viewer to engage with, literally, like physically to step on the floor, feel what that cracking, the idea is that the floor will break. So what cracking feels on the foot and the feet of the viewer.
The other installations include a small-scale movie-like set of a pizzeria, which tells the story of 2 friends from a Little League team who meet up at their favorite childhood spot, the pizzeria, after one is released from prison. The ultimate goal of Undoing Time is to lock away old language and conversations around incarceration.
That I think art, it's the best tool. When you are exposed to it, you either learn something new that you didn't think you were gonna bump into or learn, or you confirm something that you feel identified with. And I think that moment is really, really special with art.